welcome back. Today I'm going to do something I started 2 years ago. I've been fixing that, which you'll probably already seen. I don't know if I've uploaded it by the time this comes out, but while I was fixing that I found a Commodore 16 case, which I guess is part of the spare board that I had. And then I saw the label on it and thought, oh yeah, I haven't finished that yet. So remember that. Yeah. Commodore 16 case, and we've put the golden Commodore badge on it. Altered the back, so it's not Commodore 16 anymore. It's Commodore 64. 60-clone. Yeah. I forgot about all this. Oh well, I might as well start that at some point. I've got another board coming, which is also a Commodore board, which is a clone board, which I'm going to build up, but I'm not going to tell you, so you'll have to wait until that turns up and I start building that. But yeah, right, so this one's the 250-407 with the Rev C. The reason I've gone for the 407 board is because it's fully populated. It's a nice jam-packed board, and I like the look of it like that. So there is other revisions where there's less chips and stuff like that, but I just like the busyness of this board, which is a pain in the rear because if anything goes wrong with this board, there's a lot to check, especially on the memory, because there are only 8K modules. So when one goes, you're checking quite a bit. But yeah, it's a nice, the nicer board out of all revisions. Well, I think it is, personally. And that now fits into that case, which I think I did in a video a year and a half, 2 years ago, I can't remember. It was that long ago, I forgot. So we won't put it back in the case, but I've took the LED out as well, took the LED off. So yeah, I've cut it, yeah. So that's a red LED. Yeah. We've got a gold badge and a gold and black board. Well, we've got a gold badge with black and a gold board with black. So I'm going to have a gold LED, well, yellow LED, yeah, to go in there. I would have liked the power sign as well to be gold. I might get a gold pen in here, so we can goldie that power sign. Oh yeah. Well, what I might do is try and gold around it and have the power sign black, like the badge. Like that. But anyway, enough faffing. Oh, Ghost Hunter? Yeah, Ghost Hunter on PS2. Now that is a good game. Yeah. I think it's about 20-30 quid a minute, I think. Don't quote me. Yeah. And I was looking at bloody games on eBay today. Just sat there on eBay wandering through games, and I'm like, I got no any more info. I'm not buying anymore. So yeah, knock that on the head straight away. Right. Now I've got stacks and stacks. I've always got stacks and stacks of resistors, all different types. Yeah, stacks of them. The good bit about this board is, yeah, it tells you what parts go where. Actually, it's labelled on the board. So if we pick over here, you got resistors over here. So you can see 47K, and it tells you 1K, stuff like that, and it's all labelled up for you. You know, I've ordered a parts board, which is an original Commodore 64, but as a parts board. Because when I calculated all of this, to buy all the parts for this is like 90 quid. Just to buy all the parts. Whereas you can buy a Commodore 64 donor board for 30 quid. Yeah. So I bought the 30 quid one. And I know what you're thinking, yeah, but that's old stock, it's old, used. Yep, but if it's working, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Now, there is other things on here, so a bit of dust on there as well. So we're not putting in the RF, we don't need that, which is handy because the RF on this is different to the RF on the Commodore 16. But when I say different, the RF on the 64 is about here. No, it's about, yeah, it's about here. And the Commodore 16 is about here. So on the case, it's got a hole here for the RF. So I'd have to seal that up and drill new. Jesus. So I have to seal that up and drill a new one, which I'm not going to do because I won't use RF at all. So I need to sort out all the resistors. The resistors so far I've found on here, I've got them out. So we've got 47Ks. There's 1Ks. There's quite a few 1Ks on this board. 1Ms. I think there's only one on the entire board. Okay. 10Ks. And then 100Ks. There's only about 4 of them, I think, on the board. Or 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the resistors. Get the resistors on there first. There's the ceramic capacitors and stuff like that as well. You know, I'll probably get them off of eBay or Amazon. Just buy a pack of, rather than using the second-hand ones off the donor board. Don't really want to use that. But then there's all of these, all the chips. I'm gonna have to socket them all. Yeah, that's a bugger. I could socket them now and do the resistors, like it doesn't make any difference. I mean, some people say I work from the lowest to the highest off the board. Wait, yeah, it does make sense, but I can't be bothered to do that. I might actually do the sockets rather than resistors because I don't fancy bending the fingertips holding the resistor flat. Let me see if I've got all the sockets for these. Right, so these are all my sockets. Not all these, there's more. But I'm going to need that for another board, which won't go on here anyway. So I want to check that I've got the right amount. So what I'm going to do is just pick them all out, drop them in. Oh, that was a good guess. It was that one. Fill all the spaces to make sure I've got the right ones, or the right amount. That's that one. Yeah, I'm gonna. I ain't got them. Memory. 4164s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! That's all of them in. If I lift them up, they should all go down. That one hasn't. There it is. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, sorry. I was looking at them myself. What I'm going to do is put cap tape across all these. Get them all stuck down to the board. There we go. And put that on there. Move that. That's empty now. Yeah. There's not many left. We'll have to buy another box. So we'll put that down there. And there's a spare one in there. Ah, oh, crap. I am going to have to buy more and all. I'm going to need them for the other board. Oh, what did I think of that before? Never mind. So I'll turn this upside down. Lay it flat. And they're all there. Sweet. And I'm going to start soldering all these. I think I'm going to make myself a coffee first. And you dried up already. There you go. These ones are done. All these around here, let's zoom you out. So these ones are done, and all these are all tagged. So in the corner and then the opposite corner to tag them, and that keeps them in. So you can take the tape off of them as well now. Pretty good. So there you go. Obviously I've got to solder all these. These are all done, so it's just all these now. Yeah, which is going to take me time, and I won't put you through that bit. Oh, back. Used half a roll of solder. Jesus. There you go. All regimental. And there's a board all socketed. Yeah. I was going to say I don't want to be doing that again in a hurry, but yeah, the other board sockets as well. Luckily, not as many as this. Well, I say not as many because there is a PCC socket. Yeah, that's going to take a lot. Oh. Right, I'm done for the night. I'll see you in a tick. Right, so all the resistors I've got, I've managed to stick on. Some I ain't got. I'm not ordering them just for that because they come in packs of 25, I think. I only need one of each one. So I'll take them off of the spares board. I'll check them first, make sure they're fine. Next bit I'm going to do is the capacitors. Electrolytic capacitors to go on here. I've ordered the axial capacitors because I ain't got them. I won't use them off the spare board because, well, they'll be old. We'll get on with these capacitors now and we'll see where we're at then. And hopefully tomorrow the spares board should turn up. I'm open. And I need to get a SID chip and a VIC chip. Right, to put capacitors in so they're nice and straight. Sit it in the hole. Grab both legs from underneath. Just give them a gentle wobble, not too tight. And then bend them back on themselves 95. Like that. And then you can solder them. Just tack them down and then straighten them up one by one and give them a good solder. I'll show you now. If I've got enough time on the camera, because this says 1 minute, whatever 1 minute means. So, bit of solder. Let's take that one down. And that one. Now they're both in place. Reheat the other leg, strain it up. And the other leg, strain it up. There you go. Right, so there you go, nice and straight. So they're all regimental, and I think it's the camera's run out of card space, so I need to change that. Right, as I was saying before the camera ran out, yeah, so you can leave them bent over if you want, but when you come to desolder, if you need to desolder something, if you've got a solder station, the leg's bent, folded over, you're not getting the solder station on it very good. The other reason, I don't know why I went like that piece. The other reason, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the other reason is, if you desolder it and you're pulling on it, because the legs are bent over, you pull it, you don't know if that tension is because the leg's bent over or it's still stuck to the pad. You give it a yank, and if it's an old board, it takes the pad off. So that's why I always straighten them back up. So I'll bend them over to hold in place, solder them, and then just heat them up and straighten them one by one while they're still tacked down there. So yeah, so there we go. And I'm running, I've run out of 10 farad 16 volt, no, 10 farad 25 volts. I've used about 8, 9 so far. So yeah, and that was a lot of them. But the axial capacitors are, so that's the capacitor there. There's a stem coming out there and a leg coming out there, rather than the normal capacitors where they have 2 legs. Yeah. And then you've got the surface mounts, which don't have any legs, just have little pins on the ends. But the actual ones, one comes out there, one comes out that way. And they're the big ones to go in here. But I think in that kit there is the 1025 volts, the green. I wanted the board. If you've noticed, everything I've done in black, try and keep it with the board. The big axial ones, well, in the kit, the picture in the kit, they were black, so I'm hoping they're going to be black. I don't want the grey ones, they're ugly, and I don't want the gold ones either. Well, actually, the gold ones wouldn't be too bad because it'd go with that. I'm just being the girl's blouse, just ignore me. Right, that's all of them, I think. I'm pretty sure that's as far as I can go. Can't see any more capacitor spaces. I've got 2 up there. Them 2 spaces there. 1, 2. But they're the 10 farad 25 volts. For them 2, which will be in the other pack. Which unfortunately are green, like I said. I could order some, but not worth it just for 2. I don't think there's any more to go on here. The other capacitors, they're the little orange ones, the ceramics, just little orange pin as a capacitor. What I might do is order them on Amazon for here, rather than using the donor board ones. Because the donor board ones, over the years, with the bending and people straighten them up and then they bend over and people try and straighten them up, the ceramics on the legs start snapping away and giving way, and then eventually the capacitors at it after that. So I might order some for that. These are all 104s. Oh no, 104s and 471s. So yeah, a lot of 104s actually. And we've got the resistor packs, which are up here. This long one here, that's a resistor pack there, and there's another one up here, another resistor pack along here. I'll scavenge them off of the board. Yeah, so that's it. So for you it'll be a couple of seconds, for me it'll be hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. Right, capacitors come. Unfortunately, they're blue. Yeah, bugger. I might put them on. Oh, I'm not going to put them on yet because I've got all the little ceramic capacitors and stuff to put on, and these are just too big and be in the way, really. I might source on Amazon, see if I can find 3 replacements, the gold and black ones, just so I can keep it all gold and black. But the smaller ones, they're all black, which I thought they were green in the picture, which they were, but I actually prefer them black anyway, so I'm not that bothered. Yeah, so as far as I got with the board, or as far as I'm getting in this video with this board anyway, because this video's gone on long enough. By the time this video's come out, you've already seen pictures of this. You've already seen pictures of the case. I posted up today because the new keyboard came. How's that? Yeah. I call it the Golden 64 Sixtyclone. Maybe it should be a bit shorter. It looks apart. Quite chuffed with that. So then the board goes in there like that. You know, for here, I've got another little secret or surprise, or I'm having HDMI. Yeah. It's just going to be an HDMI socket. But you'll find out what, because It's not a board that somebody's cloned or anything. Get on. Now that. There you go. Commodore 64. The SID chip, I've got the Nano SID chip replacement. The VIC chip, well, there's no replacement for a VIC chip. There's a replacement some guy started and did a real good job, but then because of the chip shortage and everything, he just completely stopped it. So he's only done samples and sent them out to people. And you go on his YouTube channel and there's nothing for the past 8 months. He hasn't posted anything about it, so I'm guessing that's a no-go. So unfortunately, the VIC chip is around 30 to 40 quid. Yeah, bugger. I ain't got a VIC chip up there, I know that. I've got a lot of chips, but there's definitely not a VIC chip, I don't think. No, there isn't. So what I'm going to do is stop the video here and carry it on next week when I've decided to bite the bullet or not. And hopefully the next time you see it, it will be built, up and running with HDMI. And then I might put an SD reader in there as well, just to make it completely separate from the old tape, because that tape deck for the C16, yeah, not working. Something else I'll put on the shelf and it's decided not to work. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, I'm enjoying this build. I completely forgot that I had it, but hey, whatever, I'm glad I found it now. So, I'll see you next week, hopefully. Cheers. See you.